What's poppin', y'all? 6ix9ine just announced his comeback. He put up an IG story saying, "When I left and took a break, I didn't say a word to no one. I didn't need to explain nothing. I just did it. I woke up and now I want to take over again. Now get out of my way. The king of New York is back." And then he posts this promotional video teasing his comeback April 15th. I'll play the video for you guys right now. If you're seeing the video, it means it ain't copyrighted. If you ain't seeing the video, that means it's copyrighted, and you can just watch it on Twitter at the Mind of HY. I posted it on there. I think this is a pretty solid promotional video. He put a lot of effort into this, clearly, to get his fans hyped up. It was really interesting to see the fall of 6ix9ine. He was going through it mentally. He was going through it physically. He had gained a lot of weight. And then we had seen him lose a lot of weight and do these stupid NFTs, do these giveaways, just these cash grabs, as well as we saw how much money 6ix9ine was making, allegedly, at least how much money was coming in legally. And then he went from being the hottest thing, and let's keep it real. 6ix9ine ran 2018. When it came to rap, he ran the whole game. All the attention was on him. He was the hottest thing out. And then, everything happened, and then he tried to come back, and he was going against the industry, which I always said was so stupid. Why would you make enemies of people that don't even have a gripe with you personally? And that personal relationship can be mended. Like, there are a lot of people that work within the industry that don't want their names put out there to the fans, especially 6ix9ine fans. And he decides to add these people on Twitter and Instagram, and these are the people that will decide whether you get put on playlists or not. So it was just dumb. But then he became an extra on Steve Will Do It and Nelk YouTube videos, and you're just looking at it like, damn, is the run really over? Not to mention, also got to keep this in mind, the music that he was dropping towards the end of 2020 was just straight garbage. And I don't want to hear the whole the music doesn't matter or something like that, because when it came to 6ix9ine, he has the resources to get a good writer. He has the resources to get some good reference tracks and put out some good music consistently. But he wasn't doing that. He was rapping Ray Charles, "I can't see, I'm Ray Charles." He's used that bar at least 60 times in his career. I can't imagine how many times I've heard that. And it became infuriating. And it's just like, damn, man. Like, I know he has his own aesthetic and he has his own style and approach to music. But when you listen to 2018 tracks, 2017, 2018, and even the album he released in 2019, and then you compare it to the output that was Tattletales, it's just disgusting. So now, the question is, where does 6ix9ine go from here? And before this, I can see someone had DM me, shout out to you, you know who you are, that 6ix9ine was mobilizing his fan pages via DM. One of the screenshots was, he was saying, "We need all fan pages to come together this month. Well, like right now, I'm telling you guys it's time, and I need you to be ready when it happens." So here comes 6ix9ine trying to gather fan pages, really do guerrilla marketing at this point, because the only outlet that will post him a lot is academics, or will talk about him a lot. And I don't think he should try to continue beef with people. I think he should just nip it in the bud. Sure, he has problems with these people, but they have learned how to deal with you, which is not to address you at all. And the fans aren't going to hold them to the fire and say, "Yo, how come you ain't addressing this guy?" Fans have gone past that. So they don't want to hear from you either. And they're not going to hold their favorite rapper accountable to do something to you if you keep dissing them. That's just not going to happen. I do think if he has that song with Youngboy come out that can do something for him, they could have potentially worked with Tory Lanez. But now that Tory Lanez is gaining favor and kind of clawing his way back into the industry, he's got his relationships again, he's not going to work with 6ix9ine, although I think he's probably cordial with him. So the only way right now is to really just have your own active fan base and operate like an independent artist, even though he's not really independent. Just keep dropping music consistently, do shows here and there, build up that base, because, well, he already has the base. Because this whole charting, top 40 stuff, that's not happening anymore. Unless he catches one on TikTok, which is a potential possibility. Although I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. He would have to have a lot of songs come out and then have one that's actually a hit. It can be made to happen, but those are the only options for 6 9 He can't play the industry game, and I think he needs to change the narrative surrounding that. And I've always thought he should have went for the victim narrative when he had first gotten released, as opposed to, yeah, they did me wrong, but I'm coming out here as a villain once again. That was like the redemption era, where he could have had a redemption arc. Not for most people, but for people that were on the fence. And I think a lot of people that were on the fence were pushed to the other side because of his antics after being released. What do you guys think the deal with 6 9 is? How would you really operate in directing his career from here on out? I think that's a really interesting concept that is better discussed than, oh, he fell off, he's not going to be as hot, anything like that. Because we already know the answers to those, and everyone's talking about those questions that have already been answered a million times. But figuring out a solution to the problem he's having right now, which is really getting back hot, having his music talked about, I think that's far more interesting. And he's definitely not in a position like Lil Pump where nobody cares about his music. He has a lot of fans that still actively mess with him as a person and a character on social media, as opposed to some of these other SoundCloud rappers from, hell, even before him. I think the best thing for him to do is consistently drop here and there. He knows how to generate hype. So generate hype, do his shows. I think he's probably going on a Europe tour this summer. I would not be surprised at all. Possibly why he's dropping music. And I think he needs to change the narrative away from charting. And he's got to be like, hey, I'm independent. Blackballed. Like, I appreciate my fans for getting my song to do this many numbers. And he's got to change it from the narrative that he created in the beginning, which is, I'm Billboard, I'm charting, I'm hot, I'm this. Because that's never going to happen again unless he's able to mend some of these relationships with people within the industry. And I definitely don't think they're going to do that after the way that he treated them and called them out publicly. It's kind of something they didn't even need to be cool with you again. So the fact that you gave them reason not to do that instead of just waiting it out, I think it's too far gone of a conclusion for him to be able to get consistent playlisting and stuff like that. Plus, this is all relationships, and 6 9 has burned many, many relationships. I don't think he'll be that mainstream star again, but I do think he can have a solid career as, hell, even a Tory Lanez level popularity right now, where Tory Lanez is doing the numbers he's doing, or possibly even a little bit more. But the music needs to get better. He cannot keep dropping mid, or honestly, a lot of these were waste baskets that he's been dropping. If the music gets better, the fans are going to rock with it. And even the people that may not really like him or they're not fans of him, they hear the song, they're like, yo, this is good. They're going to listen to it at least. And that's as good as it gets. Can't ask for a lot more than that. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.